Well, just down here to mainly catch up with your stablemates, because obviously a huge night in about 10 days time for this gym, where hopefully we have a still and a new.
Yeah, 2 champs.
Does that feel weird for you being in a gym, you know, with, I mean, this gym is only a very tiny gym, and yet the quality in it is unreal.
Yeah, it's crazy. Learn loads, but you know, work hard for it, and to work hard to keep myself in the gym, and pestered to get here. So I feel like I'm.
But you are a little bit redundant in this training camp, because the 2 guys that Josh and Maxie are fighting you know, a few inches away from being dwarfs.
So
with you being freakishly tall, you're not actually required in any preparation for these fights.
Yeah, well, I obviously I boxed 2 weeks ago, so I had a week off relaxing, and then back to it now. So sort of, and they've got about a week left, so it's, you know, sort of falling in the right.
I filmed the fight, didn't I? It was,
you did, you did. Got some good angles of me there.
Where was it, Leeds?
Leeds.
Ellen
Road, yeah, Matt Bateson show.
Pavilion, isn't it?
Yeah.
Pavilion, yeah. And then did everything go as planned for you?
Yeah, went as planned. Yeah, got 4 good rounds in. Boxed Fonz Alexander, so it was a bit of a last minute change of opponent.
It's not unusual, so you have to get used to it.
Yeah. But it was good. He comes to fight, doesn't he? So I had quite a bit to think about.
He's
had to be sharp
very,
in there.
very, what was it, 118 fights, 120 fights?
Something.
Is it?
Yeah.
Do you know, I think I was doing interviews when he was having his 3rd pro fight. So he's been a busy boy.
Yeah, he has. But you know, he were putting a lot on me, so it was good to think about. I had to be sharp in there. You know, I couldn't really make any mistakes. So yeah, it was a good fight for me.
Yeah, well, he also likes travelling a lot. So when it's close season, he goes off to Thailand and everything, and spends like 3 or 4 months out there. He's a bit of a traveller, wild spirit.
Yeah.
So a great experience for someone like yourself to move around with those guys, because you're going to learn from them. You're going to come out of that fight a better fighter. And do you feel a better fighter? Because that's your 2nd fight now, you know. Are you feeling more experienced? You're feeling like a solid pro now?
Yeah, 100%. I feel like I'm settling perfectly into it, and you know, I'm tidy boxer, my power's coming on, and speed and time and everything's just coming on that little bit more. You know, last 2 fights, last 2 camps, so I'm seeing the improvement there. Definitely, yeah, I'm pleased with it.
What I mean, I remember when I spoke to you the first time when you were making your debut, which was at the same venue, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, in November.
And I was asking you, what's your style like, and you went pure boxing. But are you looking to add more to that game, or?
Yeah, I want to add everything to it, really. So boxing, obviously, great foundation, and you know, if I'm in a sticky situation, I can revert back to that. So that's the main thing. But as my power comes, my timing comes, you know, I probably might turn into a different fighter.
So does that excite you? That do you feel there's a lot more? I mean, I was just speaking to your stablemate in Josh Hargreaves, and you know, like he's changing and evolving. You know, his style. Do you feel that's the same with you? Do you feel like, you know, from where you were? Because he feels like in the last 6 months since he joined the stable, I think you've been here a little bit longer, haven't you?
Yeah, only about a month longer, I'd say. So about the same time. But yeah. Definitely, I mean, Josh is coming massively, I'm coming on massively. You know, and being around, you know, obviously quality of lads, having to learn all the time to just sort of, if I'm sparring with them, keep them off me, and being there.
That must be nice as well, because obviously when they bring sparring partners down here, you probably get a chance to move around with them and do around the 2 with these guys. So you must be learning every single day for a young fighter. What a perfect environment to be in.
Yeah, that's it, because we're not sparring these guys, we've got some great lads coming down, and yeah, sparring's been great. So
if I chat to you in by the end of the year, what would you the last 8 months of this year, what would be ideal for you?
I think Glenn's saying that we're going to get me out, you know, hopefully 2 or 3 more times. Just look for that steady progression, ready for pushing it on a little bit in 2023, but getting the rounds in, getting the sharp work, improving on a few little things, and just becoming a more complete fighter.
Yeah, well, like I say, I'll hopefully see that progression sometime in May. I'm not sure the date. You know the date?
No, I don't know a date. I do know that May's been talked about, so yeah, hopefully we get some early May, early to mid-May.
And will Josh Hargreaves hopefully be on that one as well?
Yeah, I think that's what's getting said. We're going to be on the same show, because last 2 fights I've been on the Friday, he's been on the Saturday. So yeah, hopefully we'll be on the same show together.
Friends. Listen, well, good luck for. Well, hopefully I'll see you the day before, if there's still day before weigh-ins, because that's no longer the case.
Yeah, I know, that's
Is that
enjoying the day before.
I was going to say, is that going to affect you, because you're big, aren't you? So
yeah, well, this fight actually, I was meant to be fighting at 10 stone, then obviously swap of opponents, Fons Alexander ended up boxing at 10-8, so it didn't really bother me. 10 stone is probably going to be my championship weight, but if we can get those, day in weigh-ins, we can get
at super lightweight then, because you're 23 now, aren't you?
just turned 24.
Oh, you're 24.
Yeah.
So obviously, you've stopped growing, but have you got room to fill out into being, an even bigger super lightweight without growing out of that weight?
Yeah, definitely. I've got hollow bones, so I think good potential.
I've got a hollow head.
Yeah. No, I feel like I'm filling out already, and these last 2 fights, I was meant to be at 10 stone, and I fill out. I boxed at 10 stone. Well, yeah, 10 stone in amateurs, and obviously I filled out a hell of a lot more from that time, and I don't have a problem. Being the day before weigh-in, but that last fight I was dropping off perfectly.
Is this not going to change you as well? Because you're now, you're probably going to be training on average 10 to 12 times a week. Twice a day, 5-6 days a week.
Yeah. That's
physically going to change you. As an amateur, you're probably only training, maybe 5 times a week.
Yeah.
So with your frame and your size, do you know where you're going to end up?
I think I'll end up as a strong welterweight eventually. I think when I grow into it, I'll grow into it. Now, I do feel like I'm at super lightweight, but I can see myself ending up in a few years at welterweight, definitely. So
probably when you go for your first titles, then it probably is going to be at welterweight.
Yeah, it could be, definitely.
Yeah,
definitely.
So then you've no real worry, no real reason to worry about weight then. And if you look at that and say, well, because you're probably going to be fighting, if you're not getting a day before weighing, you're going to be fighting around the 11 stone mark, and then moving down. When you do move up to welterweight.
Yeah. Yeah, so I think, with timing it will be perfect, really.
Well, what are you walking around at now then?
About 11 stone. Just under 11. To be honest with you, I can eat all I want and I struggle to get over 11. So, just sort of...
I can eat all I want.
Not the same.
Right, listen, well, hopefully I'll be chatting to you in May and down at Leeds. And if I'm chatting to you, I might be saying 3-0.
Yeah, definitely will be.
Well, you take care, mate. Bye.
For all boxing info, news and latest interviews, amateur and pro, across the north, click and subscribe. VIP Boxing Promotions. Also, Twitter, Instagram and Facebook.